Originally, I posted this on another channel. Like, I have one subscriber, but I'm not going to be very active on that channel. So I just not. I'm not really into the entire ghost hunting stuff that much. I'm more into these interdimensional things. And yes, of course, a ghost could be called interdimensional too. But this is why I'm using like Swedish text on these recordings and some English together combine. But as you can see in the beginning of the video here, I instantly spotted, like an orb-like insect, UFO orbs. UFO rods, as they are called in ufology. I only spotted these anomalies when watching the recording at home. I didn't see it with my own eyes because it was so dark, and it was the mists and the orbs and the beings or whatever they are. They were circling me at such an incredible speed and moving so fast I didn't even spot it in the dark, to be honest. I just shrugged when the mist came close to me, as you can hear on the recordings here. Every time it comes close to me, if you pay attention, my breathing intensifies, as if I'm like in a primal survival state, or as I'm being cornered by a predator, some kind of a wild beast. I felt, every time some kind of cold too, I think. So it wasn't that cold back then. There's like no mist from my breathing when I'm breathing. It wasn't cold enough to me be breathing that way, it was very warm that night. I was even sweating in the dark. So I'm not breathing like that because I'm freezing, and there was no mist, no cold, no fogginess from cold at night. It was a clear sky night, but there was this mist that circled me on many occasions in the dark. I could even see it once or twice with the flashlight on from the cell phone, and it creeped me the hell out, to be honest, because I always had a fear of mists, especially in the forest. Always felt that mist is some kind of, there's some metaphysical properties to it, and it can take the shape of beings and entities and alter the atmosphere of the location. I've seen like so many weird things at night in dark forests when mist arrives. And to be honest, I'm quite paranoid when I see mist emerge out of nowhere these days at night. Like I said, I've experienced really scary things, in the middle of the forest. With my ex-wife once, we was camping, it was like a wind shed. And we were at least like 10 kilometers away from civilization in a dark forest at night with no lights. I don't know how many miles that is in English. Metric system, the way you count, but it's a lot of miles from civilization. And all of a sudden, a mist emerged in a clear summer night from nowhere and surrounded the camp and the wind shed. And then there was like a weird heat storm with lightning in the sky, and I even swear I saw like a portal open up above the lake. I tried to record it that time, but my camera just mysteriously died, of course. And after that, I saw shadow people running around. I heard like Smallville fast-moving creatures run from the other side of the lake to this side where we were at, and eventually something jumped on the sky, on the roof of the wind shed. It was a traumatic experience. Never want to experience that again. And this is why I'm afraid of mist today. And as you can see in this recording that is almost 10 minutes long, I was always surrounded by the mist. It keeps passing by and running by at incredible pace. I don't know why I was dumb enough to enter a dark forest completely, unarmed and everything. Here in Sweden, it's not normal to use, you don't walk around with guns like in the USA. Even if you have a license, it's not very common unless you're a hunter to have a gun in Sweden. So like, and it's illegal to even wear knives, you know. There's like weird rules about that, you know, so you can't just walk around with a knife even if you have a license to knife. Unless you're at the spot of where you are allowed to use it in the wild, but you can't have it when you're, and before you reach the destination you can't have it, so only in the destination, so the rules are very makes no sense. So I don't carry any kind of, you know, even a knife on, because, well, I don't want to get arrested. I look weird according to the norm. I look like some strange mystical person, you know, like a weird goth or dark wearing clothes dude, and wide and big, and I look scary according to some. So, well, I don't want to risk anything, but I decided to walk through this dark area here in the woods, and I just kept feeling watched and observed and followed, and I just persevered and walked through the entire region without backing. I felt like if I go back or I start running or something, it's going to get worse, and I can't cope with that. Being that afraid, you know, I want to be a man, you know, all of that. So I kept walking, but as you can see in the recording here, there were myriads of mist-like beings trailing me 24/7, even looking at the camera, like humongous beings. I estimate them to be over 7 feet, maybe even close to 8 feet. I'm approximately 6 feet tall, approximately. So these beings towered over me. If you can see it in the beginning of the video where it's actually looking at me, the entity. I'm not even shoulder height to this being. So it's gigantic. And I'm talking in Swedish in this recording because I wasn't intending to put it here on the channel, but I changed my mind because on the other channel it's like 1 subscriber, I have 5 views. I don't want to start over and, you know, complicate things, and so this is why I'm uploading it here. But if you pay attention to the video, it's like the mist is constantly passing by me, and there's like orbs and lights everywhere, UFO rods. I'm not doing this again for a long time by myself, to be honest. I just wanted to share this recording with you on my channel here, to show you how often this happens to me and how frequent it is in my life. It's like nothing even strange to me. But I'm not attacked or harmed in any way, in case you're wondering. I do not experience even sleep paralysis or so-called hauntings or, you know, harmful events, nightmares. I don't even remember having nightmares like in ages. So I sleep like a baby, you know. Apart from when I'm woken up by neighbors that are loud and up at night, like 3 a.m., cooking in the kitchen and stuff, you know, the typical things with when you live in apartments. But other than that, nothing that could be related to anything of these beings, you know. So sorry for talking the entire video, but I don't think most of you will understand what I'm saying in Swedish anyway. So, but this is clearly an interdimensional being looking at the screen, like you saw that. It looks kind of reptilian. I could be wrong. It could be something else, but it looks like a really large being, and it's looking directly into the camera with the. You can see its eyes, like one frame there. I don't know why I'm not scared, or even more scared than I should be, you know, considering I have, like, I can't even defend myself. I don't believe a gun would do anything, a knife, nothing against these beings. Even if you try, you know, they are like non-corporeal, metaphysical, in a constant, you know, changing the vibration and atoms. So it's basically like trying to shoot or stab air or miss, you know, nothing will happen. If they don't want to take a physical form, you can't hurt them. So there's no point. So that's why I'm like, there's no point in trying to defend yourself with anything physical against them. So that's why I don't know. I'm not scared because I don't see why they would attack me. Like, they gain nothing from it. I'm not an influential person. I don't have political power. I don't have fame. I'm not a celebrity. I have, no money. Like, there's no reason for them to attack someone like me because I'm a nobody. Like, nobody would even know who I was if I died. Apart from my daughter and family members, of course. But so it's like, maybe that is why I'm allowed to record and see all of these things, because if I were like in Hollywood or a famous person, I would be killed instantly, for showing all of these things. And if I ever become famous for some odd reason, I will have to delete all of these videos. I'm pretty sure I will have to do that, or change my identity and go under the radar and all of that. You know what it is. If you know, you know. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you find it interesting, and this was Beyond Aliens and Occult. Have a nice day wherever you are at and time, and please leave a comment if you have any theories and opinions. Take care. Goodbye. And please don't forget to subscribe too if you find this what I post interesting, because I get a lot of views sometimes and likes, but no subscribers. Once again, excuse my accent. I'm from Sweden. I'm not from an English talking country.